Oh
got a new
my
intro.
God, a new
Yeah,
opening
yeah.
specifically for Skribr. Hi, morning. Oh, that was the surprise. I get it.
Yes.
There you go.
Very good.
I get it.
Much more wholesome than I was
Morning.
expecting. Yeah.
Morning,
What?
everybody. Hi, welcome
Morning,
to Skribr.
GM.
GM. I'm saying hello to the audience. Thanks for joining in, though.
Okay.
GMs, everybody, welcome to Skribr and Decoders. I am your host, Vpiphany. Joining me today from Skribr is Donnie, GMs, and Leeway. Hi.
Good morning.
Welcome back. And of course, Vincent Decoders is here.
Hi. What's up?
Are you shy now?
Shy?
Yeah.
No.
Hi.
No.
He's feeling very
Hi,
wholesome
Spells.
this
How are
morning
you?
after that introduction.
Huh?
He's feeling very wholesome this morning after that introduction.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That
see.
was nice.
I
I liked it.
see. All right, let's get into it. Pre-sale meta.
Let's go. Take the money.
It's taken over the timeline. It's taken over our lives somewhat. I mean, I don't usually do the shitcoin game, but I got into a couple this week. Made a cute 2x, but there are people making 30x. I'm hearing 100x. Like, what's happening? Did you shitcoin this week, guys?
Wait. Edima is back. Edima is back with donation. Super chat donation.
Hey,
Thank you so much,
thanks,
Edima.
Edimar.
We're going to the moon. Wait.
Shout out to the Locksmith boys.
Thank you for the
Edimar
pre-sale.
Trump, though? What? Okay.
I've been doing some shit coining. I'll put my hand up.
You have changed, bro.
It's been both fun, exciting, and frustrating. I think all in all, I think I've come out quite positive, so it's all right. I've had a couple of big wins that have made up for many silly losses, but it's been an interesting experience. But we had a little chat about it before, and I still don't know whether, like, there's just a lot of mixed feelings about the whole situation. I don't know whether I actually know. I'm pretty positive that it's been a negative on the space overall. Apart from attention, we've got a lot of attention. We've had a lot of volume. We've broken some records over the last couple of days. But
the
overall,
SEC seems to be paying attention now too, so that's not not a great look.
It's been negative on the participants overall.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I personally haven't, but I think a lot of that's largely because I was at work for a lot of those to happen. But I did dip my toe in on Sunday. I happened to be home when the boys in Skribr were looking at one, and I thought, let's go, let's throw some and just see what happens. And of course, the moment I get involved in something, this is financial advice, guys. It's a top signal. The moment I'm involved, so basically watched it all go down the drain and went, yeah, this is why I don't do this thing. But like Donnie, it's mixed feelings in the sense that, like, it's for me, I'm a very risk averse person, so it's just not in my nature to do that sort of thing. For people who want to, they understand the risks of what they're doing and they understand the nature of the game they're playing. Have at it, have your fun. But yes, can't help but wonder sometimes on the overall ecosystem, looking at things like Zach XBT had a great summary of how much money had been sent to some of these pre-sales was absolutely insane. Some of the money that was getting raised and people running away with it too. Totally had an interesting take on it too. He's like, I don't quite get it, but
don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, please stop doing this. But he also did comment it was a good sort of stress test for the chain, just to see how it handled everyone going.
Definitely was stressful for the chain.
It doesn't handle that really good. Like, we need to find out better, like yesterday.
Yeah, I was playing like, how dare this transaction not go through immediately? What are you people up to? So, realizing
it's been a real weird experience, isn't it? Like, why is Solana acting like Ethereum? What's going on?
Well, we surpassed 3.5 billion in DEX volume this week.
It's impressive.
Yeah, and it, like, the TPS was.
We're supposed to do like 65,000.
I think theoretically that's what it can do.
Not happening. Practically, that's not happening.
I think a few times they've breached like 6,000 or something, and the servers have melted. But I think with Firedancer and stuff like coming out, I think that's supposed to sort of scale up a lot. I don't know. We'll see. I don't fully understand it. I'm not going to pretend to understand it, but I know there's a lot of smart dudes out there who said this is going to be good for it. So I'm like, I'm down. Let's do it.
Do we have an ETA on Firedancer? I feel like that's been sort of in the works for a while now.
I think I'm going to say soon.
Yeah.
Does that help?
Is that a soon or a Web3 soon?
Is that a Singapore stuff?
I'm pretty sure it's not that far away. It's not like 3 years away type thing.
Yeah. Okay. So but I think it's like a Singapore breakpoint date. No.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good time to do it. I suppose that makes sense.
That'll be smart.
Yeah.
Morning, Vicky.
What's up, Vicky? Vicky.
I want to unpack something that Leeway just said before, because he mentioned about the XBT post about how much money had been pumped into these resales. And I think if you unpack and understand exactly the nature of this type of markets, battleground, whatever you want to call it, it is purely a PvP market, right? So it's a capital rotation. It's money coming from this person to pay that person. The Ponzi in nature, like. So when you see somebody cheering that they won, there's going to be equal amount of people who lost, because essentially their money went into the pocket of that person, so that person could win. So when and it all funnels up to the biggest top dog, right? Which in most cases are the Mev bots, the snipers, who are like, I don't know if you've seen, I'm pretty sure it's Nassim's wallet that I've been chasing on Bird Eye. And there's a couple of wallets that have basically been buying these things at launch and like unloading some decent sized clips, making 2 mil within the first 3 transactions of the liquidity pool. So you got to think that a lot of this money is changing hands, is literally flowing to these top dogs. So when you look at that amount of money that's been through these pre-sales, and that all of that money has come out of the hands of so many degens and other players or participants in this space into the hands of the more sophisticated professional traders. So it's just a massive capital rotation to the top. And so overall, when you think of it, is this good for the ecosystem? It's like, no, you've just destroyed however many thousands of participants have lost all their, or have just passed their money to people who are already making millions of dollars a week.
It's called capitalism.
It's I'd love to get your thoughts on this, Donnie, as well, because whenever we see these sort of meme coin cycles, one of the things people always talk about is then rotation of that capital into, say, something like NFTs. And I'm sort of thinking the kind of people who are buying NFTs are probably losing most of their money on meme coins as well. Like the guys who are winning largely on the scale that you're talking about are probably not looking to be pouring all of that straight into NFTs right off the rip as well. I wonder what your thought is on that.
Yeah, I don't think Nassim's buying $1,000 worth of SMBs. $1 million worth of SMBs on the sale.
Yeah. And it was interesting that list that Vincent just put up, like how many of those guys were ETH influencers creating those.
That was the other thing. Yeah, I felt almost like it was a coordinated attack. We're seeing all these ETH influencers come over. All these Solana guys are giving them their money, and then the Solana guys' money is ending up in the pockets of these hedge funds and things like that. I'm like, is this really a good idea? Should you guys be doing this? I don't think this has really been a positive sort of outcome on the ecosystem. Apart from breaking some records and having some crazy volume, I don't think the space is better for it.
Alex had a coin or dropped a wallet this week. I didn't even know he was still around.
Villain.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's
He
still
got like 100 soul in like 10 minutes or something. I don't know.
It's probably him sending to himself anyway.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't think he has 100 soul anymore, but cool.
There were some of those tactics being used, like the guy who did SLERF, didn't he put like 1,000 soul into that wallet he put up to make it look like there was a lot of interest?
Openly admitted it on a space. He said he put 1,000 soul in it to make it look like people were putting it in there, so that everyone would contribute. And then once he had raised $10 million, he pulled his 1,000 soul back out, and then that's when he burnt shit and ruined everyone's life. But I'm wondering whether or not I was going to bring this up because I've been in a couple of spaces with him over the last couple of days, laugh my ass off at just how stupid this kid is. But I'm wondering, he's getting all these bailouts from everyone trying to make these pre-salers whole. And I'm curious, has he put that 1,000 SOL into this pool, or is he holding a big bag of SLERF? Like, has he got some tokens? Is he?
No.
I mean, if you fuck up and you lose, well, all right, so here's another thing. At the time, it was $10 million worth of tokens. It's now $350 million worth of tokens, right? So if you have a monumental fuck up like that, you don't normally get the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't create a space. Yeah. Okay.
You don't get to keep the couple $100,000 in your pocket and get off scot-free. You're done.
But you do that before creating the liquidity pool. You run with the 50,000 SOL. You don't create the liquidity pool. That's why I'm pretty sure is like, it just burned it, but not as a marketing stunt, just because it was cleaning up the wallet. Because again, like, would you you have 50,000 SOL in your wallet, worth $10 million. If you want to rug, you close the Twitter. You don't create a liquidity pool to hopefully make 15 million. Doesn't make sense.
Is this financial advice from Vincent? Take the pool and rug.
Are you telling us how to rug?
No, I know, but like when you have the money, you don't burn. You don't make a 10 million marketing stunt.
Okay, so
I definitely need it. Yeah, there's no way he did it on purpose. But
no, he's not. He's not. He's not first. But at the same time, at the same time, this is a climate where we celebrate bad behavior. Well, not maybe us, but most people celebrate bad behavior. So it actually became this hugely bullish move, and everybody was getting more into it. And we had a space yesterday, and it was averaging out at 1,000 listeners all day, pretty much.
We had 11,000 people on space in the morning. I was on the phone with like Shivas. Like I wanted to talk to him about meme coin and stuff, and then we jump on that fucking shit because it was so funny that two sort of technical difficulties. I burned 10 million, blah blah blah. I was like on the phone with Shivas and I said, what the fuck, like, bro, like, are you think that? Yeah, I'm on the space too. Bro, the guy's crying and stuff. Let's say, what the fuck is going on? And then we enter like at 0.3. So I forgot the market cap, but the price was 0.3. I took profit at 0.8. And then it went like to $1, 150. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then we reached like 1 billion. And then you had like all of the influencers of the ecosystem in the space as a speaker. As speakers to try to talk to and then the guy was saying, oh yeah, but what can I do for the pre-seller? I said, forget the pre-sellers. They were sending money to a tweet on internet. There is no pre-sellers. It's bullshit. And they said, yeah, you should call a lawyer. To say what? To say what? To say,
I'm pretty sure he's broken like 15 laws. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah. He hasn't got a leg to stand on at this point.
Screwed, mate.
Like,
deal with it.
And then people will say, the ECC will come for your ass. Bro, they are like, they can't even tweet about like an ETF for Bitcoin correctly. So they're not coming after SLERF guy. That's not happening, bro. Like, the whole shit is pure comedy. There was offered by a couple of money. That's kind of...
I wasn't a fan of how it like V said before, we're almost rewarding this type of behavior, and there's never any consequences for these types of fuck ups.
Exactly,
and that's what pisses me off the most. Like, I think this situation is both like damaging, but absolutely fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
and SLERF to me has now become one of the funniest meme coins with like historical narrative. I think has the potential to be huge.
It's hilarious. How ridiculous it was.
Yes,
it was just so ridiculous.
10 million.
But that doesn't mean we should be bailing this kid out. And there should be consequences for his fuck up.
But that's why
there is. Well, yes, JUP is bailing out the pre-sellers because
I don't agree with that at all.
That's horrible.
But
we can talk about that. But it got enough attention that the SEC has started a task force on this pre-sale meta. I don't know.
Was
I
that-
mean,
I
they're
thought
not
that
a
was
very
a hoax.
fast-moving organization, so that they did it instantly is crazy to me. But I don't think they're going to be able to move on it.
They need 10
Everything will
years.
be packed up and
No.
gone
They
by the
need
time they get.
they need 10 years to legislate to create laws around Bitcoin. They're not going to act like day plus one or SLERF pre-sale. That's not how it works. It's impossible.
Yeah, I think I saw the thing that you're referring to, V, and that turned out to be...
Yes.
Pengzu says it was photoshopped.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
Okay, that makes sense
like-
because I was like, this is a very fast-acting SEC.
No. Yeah, that's that. No, like it never. Like the SLERF guy is
'cause I
saying.
laughed at it the first time, and then somebody was like, "No, it's real," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, no. It is.
You don't really
No, but I did.
piss me off.
No, wait a second. I did look it up on credible sources, so I guess they got photoshopped.
Mind you,
Yeah.
credible sources also thought Slog of the Slugs was responsible for SLERF as well. So you never really know these days.
Yeah,
I was-
it's
I
tough.
was on a space with him today, and this really pissed me off. Yeah, he's doing his, I don't know, the kid's like 16. He sounds like he's stoned all the time. And yeah, you've got the same old woohoo, you know, let's fucking go, guys, sort of cheering him on. And a few people were asking him some pretty serious questions, and he didn't really have answers for them. But what really pissed me off was a couple of guys came in and said, like, oh, we're creating SLERF on Sol NFT, and we're going to have some fun, and we're going to donate the royalties to this wallet. And then this dude's like, no, hang on. What are you doing? No, don't do that. Don't do that. And then someone else mentioned something about merch. And he's like, no, don't do that. Because then he said he's speaking to an IP lawyer because he wants to get all the IP licensing and stuff done so he can launch his own products and stuff. I'm like, how is this kid, after all these fuck-ups, now going to profit from the branding of this SLERF? This kid needs to disappear.
Bro, like the branding of what? It's a fucking drawing of a fucking
Some dude
Twitter
wanted to make
account.
SLERF shirts, and he was telling him no because he wants to license the IP so he can do it. It's like this kid shouldn't be able to profit from any of this stuff. He needs to get rid of all your crypto, put it into the pre-sales thing, and disappear.
IP of what? Like IP of a Twitter account that have been created with meme that already existed since forever on internet, like a couple of drawing of like of an animal, like what do you IP shit? Like Microsoft IP stuff. They can do something like that. Like someone who earned 10 million on Solana doesn't have the right to IP anything.
Yeah. He was having to go at the guy who was doing the NFTs. He was like, oh, but we've pixelated it. He's like, no, you can't copy it. It's like a derivative. We can't support that. Like, mate, you just like fucking birthed $350 million. You're telling someone you can't create a meme NFT? Get real. You're in no position to be telling anyone what to do. Shut up.
Bloody pot kettle black, hey?
Yeah, big time.
I think this whole thing just we always talk about how much more the space needs to mature, but I think this thing is really demonstrates me. I think this element's always going to be there one way or another.
Vince is in a fit right now.
Vince is losing he's losing it. We've lost him.
We've lost him, babe.
They want to IP.
It's big. It's huge. It's a big brand. They're going to be speaking to Kai's from OK Bears about
It's the next
with
big thing,
IMD
man.
and shit.
There'll be a Times Square billboard. That's what it'll be. All that shit.
Can't
By
wait to live.
SLERF, they're gonna have a collab with Zara, bro. Like, yeah, MJ is coming.
SLERF yacht party. It's gonna be great.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Vincent, please breathe. You're starting to worry me, bro.
Drink some water.
But it's so fucking stupid. It's fucking hilarious, man. Like, what the fuck? The guy burned 10 million and now he wants to make t-shirts.
now he wants royalties on fucking t-shirts.
Oh, shit. Oh, I love Web3. It's so cool.
She's like the teacher watching her class just completely lose it. She's like,
Yeah, she's doing the whole, have you finished?
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
That's
honestly,
quite true.
Yeah. I feel like this is a regular occurrence for you as well.
Yeah.
But I think the thing that surprised me as well is given how easy it would have been for some of these to just take those funds and rug. I would
Exactly.
have thought we'd expect some more.
I think there was a couple.
For those
I
to
think there was
happen.
a
There was a
couple.
couple, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think like it's just the environment right for predatory behavior as well. Like I saw some guy create a fake account impersonating Ansem and managed to get 2.6 million sent to him pretending to be Ansem.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's mad.
To be fair, so this scammer made a comment under a post by Ansem. So Ansem's post is, "I don't launch coins in any way, shape, or form." And then this fake account's going, "I'm about to launch my token. Here's the address."
Yeah.
And the people falling for that shit, I was like, it's hard to be sympathetic sometimes. It really is. But anyway.
On the other side, like the execution matter anyway, because like Pocky tried to launch his LAC token stuff, and that shit like it went to source like.
That was the lamest meme I've ever seen. I like the coin, this little dog. That was the lamest meme I've ever seen. That was never gonna work. Just because you got a Decod profile picture doesn't mean you should be launching something.
Oh, it doesn't have one Decod. It's like 100 of them plus like a shit ton of.
He can have 150 of them. Doesn't mean he's got any right to be launching tokens.
But I mean, AG like it launch something every 2 weeks, right? Like, we all know HGE.
Oh, HGE. Yeah, he's got his fair share of projects.
Yeah. I like.
And we've known about it for so long, and people keep sending him money. Like it's just the way it is.
Speaking of that, the SLERF guy. So he's from the Bozo collection team, right? So the Bozo collection NFT, that was a whole hype thing during the whole NFT phase. I think they rugged and then it was a fake rug and then they came back or something. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was a fake rug.
It was a fake rug or something. I don't know, just to drive up some shit.
Fake rug? What's a fake rug?
Yeah, because they minted the same day as Decod3rs, and we all were like, they're going to zero, and they actually did pretty well, and then they suddenly disappeared for a while, and then they went back up, and then they released a token, right?
They pretended the rug, so everyone thought it was a rug, and everyone called it, and then they came back like a week later saying like, just joking, you bozos, and it was a pretty weird marketing stunt. But anyway, they did that. Then during the whole let's airdrop tokens, meme coin tokens to like NFT projects, they jumped on that phase. So they launched the Bozo token. Recently, we've had the hybrid DeFi thing, and there's been a Bozo hybrid DeFi thing. I don't know if I'm pretty sure it's them, but maybe it's a different Bozo. And then, of course, the pre-sale meta. Well, let's jump on that and launch a third meme coin. So these kids are just whatever's hot, they just do it, and they grift and they fucking suck at it. So I don't know.
It brings attention to the project. Like you get a pump, for 24 hours, but then if you do that every 6 months, people can speculate that your next meme coin is coming in 3 months. So they're gonna buy your NFTs. You have volume, then you have the meme, the attention. Like SLERF account has 100,000 followers. It works.
I think you'll hit a point of diminishing returns. I would like to think if your project's thing is literally every 3 months that's
your utility. That's your value proposition.
That's the utility.
Yeah. No, but if your community hits, if everyone who has a Bozo, every 3 months they pump and dump a coin, then everyone want to go to the Bozo collection because in 3 months you're gonna make $10,000, $100, whatever.
It won't work. The law of diminishing returns. It won't work.
True. But
as soon as there's money to be made that is written on a billboard, everyone comes to do it. Everyone tries to front run each other.
Yeah.
Returns get worse and worse to the point that it doesn't exist anymore, and then everyone dumps it and moves it.
Is there a way to do a meme coins legit, kind of bonk?
Yeah, bonk.
Yeah. Well, okay. What did they did differently?
They had serious people building cool shit with a lot of integration and a lot of planning.
A long-term plan.
They weren't just 16-year-old kids smoking a cone and then going, let's do another meme coin, man.
And they involved the vast majority of the biggest projects in the space, getting people interested and on board that way too. And I think
they continue to do
shit. And a lot of positive sentiment around that. Where they did that with Souls
right
as
now
low
they're
as
doing
people were heard. Yeah. The March Madness,
Yeah,
the
they're
basket.
doing a March Madness bracket, so they're keeping themselves relevant. They're keeping themselves relevant in a fun and relevant way, because obviously degens love to gamble. So they're utilizing Bonk for March Madness, and you voting for your March Madness bracket.
So
I think
And I'm pretty sure
Bonk-
it's a foundation as well, so they're funding new projects.
yeah, I think there is also a foundation behind Bonk too, right?
I think it's
Yeah,
got their
I
own
don't know.
foundation.
I only know
Not
noms.
foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of Boogles involved and a couple of SMBs involved. But I just think that's a perfect example of I'm going to call them a culture coin, not a meme coin, because I feel like it's a meme, but I think it's a bit of a culture sort of shift or a culture coin, as opposed to like these flat out memes.
Yeah. I mean, at Breakpoint, they had a boxing ring, and they, it was like Shrimp V. I don't remember.
Oh, that's right. They had the
yeah,
blow
they
up.
had.
What do they call them? I can't remember what they're called.
Oh, the
Sumo
inflatable sumo suits. Or...
Sumo suits. That's
What?
the one.
Yeah, sumo. Yeah. So there were people going against each other, and whoever won got a bunch of bonk. And it was like it was worth a decent amount at Breakpoint, but like I think it was Shrimp. One of the guys who did it was like, "Oh, I held it, and now it's worth blah blah blah," because he held it from Breakpoint to when we had like that first big eating of the zeros. So things like that. I mean, they're out there doing those things. They've been out there IRL as well. I mean, that makes a huge difference.
Chris from I Am So, he's created an endless runner style game, and you can go and instead of collecting stars or coins, you collect in bulk, and you get to claim it and shit. Like that sort of integration across the ecosystem, that shows that there's a lot of support, and that's what gives it its culture or culture nature sort of thing, as opposed to this is a funny coin, let's pump it.
I mean, like when you have like 10 billion supply, you can put like 500 bonk into a game, and then people make that's cool. Like it's
you might only make 12 cents, but
true.
It's cool.
It's lent itself to it. Yeah. I think the fact that there was a point there where you could get the Saga phone, basically get paid back from the bonk allocation.
They sold the Saga phone because of bonk.
They sold, exactly.
They sold out. They didn't. There were some people who legitimately bought it before that, but they sold out because of the bonk.
Yeah.
Right here, guilty as charged.
Yeah, but I tried. They cancelled my orders, so please cancel me.
On the,
did you get Saga 2?
No.
I'm not sure if you're wanting to move on at this point, V, but I wanted to bring
You're giving me permission to. Well, I mean, the thing with the Saga 2 that I'll say right off the bat is we got an airdrop already, and if you sold it at the top, that was a third of the price of the pre-sale.
Oh, wow.
That's
pretty cool.
If you sold what was it, IQ 50, it was $150 at the top.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was actually skeptical that the Saga 2 guys were even going to get anything, because obviously there's so many more compared to the first one. I'm like, I don't think you guys are going to get any airdrops, anything significant.
Yeah, I think it's cool that we all got, we all have a CNFT proving that we paid for it, and because we have that CNFT, we sometimes qualify for things. But for the most part, everything until launch is like referral-based incentive. They've incentivized referrals, but like again, everybody's bought it now. So who are we referring to exactly? Unless you're kind of onboarding your normie friends to buy a phone that,
is not as good as the latest Android or something.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, I like the Saga phone. I like some details about it, but I tried to use it to go on Twitter the other day, and nobody could hear me.
Oh, really? I haven't tried to do it.
Welcome to Android.
Yeah, I tried it. First they couldn't bring me up a speaker. Then they brought me up a speaker, and every time I went up, it was like I would try to unmute, and they couldn't hear me, so I had to move back to the iPhone. I was literally like stress testing it, just seeing what it could do, kind of thing, and it cannot do Twitter apparently.
Test fail.
Yeah, I had a Saga phone in my basket and was gonna buy. Got distracted at home, and next thing it was sold out. Dropped on that one. Sorry, Shimmy,
Yeah.
shimmy.
Sorry, Shimmy. I think I bought your one too,
Yeah.
and Vince's one. I got a couple.
Yeah.
You're
No,
snapping them.
I like the back fingerprint feature.
You
I
like
have to
that?
say.
I don't like
I
it.
like it a lot.
Really?
I
Oh,
do,
it's actually
yeah.
annoying every time I'm gonna like move your hands and do
Because
that.
because my finger's already there. Like for my thumb,
Oh,
like when I had to do the thumbprint, it's it's a little bit more of a
Yeah.
negotiation. I can do it. Yeah.
I don't hold my hand there at all.
You don't,
Yeah.
you use your phone without your hands.
Yeah, I don't know. The way I hold my phone, I
Yeah.
have to move.
Yeah, I
that.
always do this. I always hold it like this. So to do this
I
is
never do. No.
yeah. All right.
different.
So moving on. AVAX flipped ADA this week. And I don't know
And
if
then
you
they flip back
saw
again.
Yeah.
Did
But
they?
I mean, I don't know if you saw on the timeline yesterday. I don't know if you follow her, but Ashley Decan, she announced that she's an OpenSea ambassador for Coachella, and like the
What?
package that they're selling is 23 AVAX, and I'm like 23 AVAX, that sounds cheap. And then I looked at the value of 23 AVAX, and I was like, oh my god. But then I was like, wait, I have a little bit of AVAX, and I actually have exactly 23 AVAX.
Are you going
So
to
you're going to
Coachella?
Coachella then?
No, I've been to
Oh.
Coachella. I went when Kanye was on the small stage. I'm good.
54? Okay.
Yeah, it was 56 yesterday.
Okay.
But,
It's had a
but-
very similar run to Solana. I was spewing because like AVAX was one of the other major sort of layer ones that was on my radar for this bull run. And I was umming and ahhing. I don't know what price it was, probably around the $10, $12 mark. I was umming and ahhing whether or not to buy a bunch for my portfolio, and I didn't bother. And in theory, it's worked out better because Solana's done a much bigger multiple than AVAX. But now I'm looking at AVAX run going, oh, I wish I had some.
yeah. I bought some at the beginning because when I was getting into NFTs, like people were talking me up on AVAX NFTs, like AVAX Pump, and what was that one? Chicken, I think it was. Which was people were making a lot of money off of playing some sort of game or something. And I went Solana, so that 23 is still from when I was thinking about buying AVAX NFTs, but I never did.
I still can't get on board with the idea of an EVM compatible blockchain being the mass adopter. I still think it's going to be Solana, unfortunately. Or fortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not fortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the top? There?
$100, 125, 130,
Okay.
About
Yeah,
130.
I'll be okay if it hits that again.
145.
It'll easily do a 2x from here if we have this continued bull run. That's not even out.
Right.
What do you like? Do you think it's going to be a continued bull run, or do you think it's going to like summers are usually traditionally slow? Do you think it's going to kind of plateau for a while and then continue? What are your thoughts? Not financial advice, anyone. Speculation.
I was actually expecting a much bigger pullback, or maybe the pullback's not over yet. But we do need a fairly decent market correction. So this could just be the start of the market correction.
Yeah.
So I know we had a bit of a recovery today and everyone's got excited like, up only again. But I feel like this is just a recovery from the start of this retracement. I think we're going to see a much bigger retracement over the next month or two. Because, I mean, if everyone likes to historically look at the 4-year cycle and go back and go, oh, every 4 years it pumps it. But they also don't like to look at all the negative parts of like looking back in history. And leading into the halvening, there is normally a large dump. Well, when I say normally, the last 3 times. Last 3 times, there's been a dump or a significant downtrend before the halvening. And then just after the halvening is when we actually start to rally back up again. So we are very, very early in this run, and we've gone very, very high than I guess most people thought we would. But now maybe we're due for that significant retracement leading into the halvening, which means we could still see 40, 50K Bitcoin again. Maybe. I don't know. It's not out like, I'm not saying that's where we're going to go, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get there.
So are you selling? Are you swapping back to USDC?
I've still got a significant amount of USDC that I use in DeFi. But I'm very heavily weighted towards the Solana ecosystem, and I'm happy to wait out a consolidation because a lot of the stuff I've been doing is liquidity provision, and my specific strategy is used to not only accumulate a lot of fees in tight ranges, but make use of, in theory, trying to utilize impermanent loss to in my favor of accumulating tokens that I'm actually bullish on long term, that I think not necessarily under-evaluated right now, but have the potential to be a lot higher evaluations than they are now.
That's cool.
So I look at it right now as going, well, if we're going to go into a downtrend for the next couple of months, I could do liquidity provision on these specific tokens, accumulate fees to possibly make a little bit of profit,
That's cool.
and rotate in and compound whilst accumulating more and more of those tokens. We're going to get to a point where the market starts to shift again and we start to head back up, and I'm going to have a lot more of those tokens without putting in more capital because I just keep rotating that same bag down and accumulating more.
That's cool.
Whereas if you just hold, you're only going to have that same amount of tokens all the way down.
Do we finally see the Solana summer we were asking for in the last 2 years? It's a long winter, bro.
Solana summer. I remember Solana summer. That never actually came, eh? I think we will see a Solana summer
making PTSD.
It might be Solana summer 2025, though.
Solana, yeah, possible. Solana to 1,000 or what?
Possible. I'd like to say yes.
That's the current market cap of ETH.
Yeah. So, but you've got to imagine if we're going to have this extended bull run, we're expecting Bitcoin to go much higher than 75K, which means we're expecting Ethereum to go much higher than a 500 billion evaluation. Maybe Ethereum goes to 1 trillion, which does leave plenty of room for for Solana to gain market share and get up to possibly a 400 billion market cap, which would probably put up close to
better. ETH dies, and the liquidity is coming to Sol.
Well, all right. So I believe we will see a bit of that. I reckon we will see a bit of a black hole where large capital that has been fairly cemented in Ethereum for a long period of time, I think will start to shift across as Solana gains legitimacy as a larger capital environment.
We're already starting to see that. I saw some statistics from the wormhole.
Yeah, look at the inflows and outflows.
Change. Yeah, exactly. It's already happening. Yeah.
As long as people are confident to put large amounts of capital on Solana, we'll continue to see it move. In which case, I do think we will see Solana grab market share off Ethereum. It doesn't. The thing is, though, just because like we use Ethereum and we go, this is dog shit. We use Solana and go, why isn't this higher than Ethereum? But the thing is, like 90% of people who are in crypto aren't using crypto. They're buying it on exchanges, in which case they have no idea that Ethereum fucking sucks. Because if all you're doing is, if you're buying it off Binance and leaving it in your Binance wallet, you are completely oblivious to the fact that Ethereum is dog shit. You just think it's good because the price is going up. So you're like, yeah, you got to get some Ethereum in you. You got to get some Litecoin in you because you're reading a market cap table from 5 years ago and think that's what you got to buy.
That's a good take, actually. Do you think like most people who buy ETH never did any transaction on ETH?
I would say like a very large percentage of people who hold ETH have never used ETH, as in have never used the Ethereum block, apart from maybe sending from one exchange to another.
When you consider as well, most people trading crypto for the first time, the first questions are always going to ask what are the biggest names. So most newbies are going to be looking, aside from the meme coin hunters as well, but if they're looking for something as more substantial, so the hold or a base hold, it's going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be the two main things they look to for that reason as well. So yeah, they don't necessarily have to play around the network to get attention to it or want to go for it as well.
Yeah, Pengs, you make a great point as well. If the ETF thing gets approved, you're going to have your mum and dad investors getting exposure to crypto. They're going to have Bitcoin ETF. They're going to have Ethereum ETF. They don't give a shit how it works. They don't care if it's cheap or fast or plentiful or can scale. They don't give a crap. So that's why I think we'll always have that market share. But I do think Solana will slowly grab market share off it, especially in the DeFi space.
Right? Yeah, could take more than 2 years then.
Most people aren't in it for the tech, plain and simple.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Unlike the rest of us, we're here for
like us.
I'm here for the monkey JPEGs, bro. like buying monkey JPEGs with internet magic money. That's what's up.
These here for the pre-sales.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm for the dev who burned like 10 million on Sol, bro. Like that's what's up.
You're here for the sloth hoodies, mate. Oh, sorry,
Exactly.
sloth
Yeah, I want the
hoodies.
SLERF. I want
The
the
SLERF merch.
the SLERF IP protected T-shirts. That's what I want.
I want official SLERF hats.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%.
Although you know what would
I
make a
really
really
hope
good shirt? A nice black shirt. I don't know if you've seen
Oh
that one.
fuck.
The SLERF. Oh fuck one. With like the Twitter quote. That'd make a good shirt.
True. But yeah, because like only like the 10 people in like 10,000 people that were on Twitter space would understand that. That would be cool.
Yeah. All right.
If they ever
moving
do
on,
come out with the
Come
merch,
on,
we've
keep
got
us on,
Deku out
keep
in
us on
it.
track, V.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got so far.
I mean, we've indirectly talked about a lot of the topics. JUP nearly hits $1.50,
Yeah.
and V2 is going to allow market making on Sol.
That I think is huge.
Mm.
Because that was like, I'm not going to say the biggest gripe I've had with JUP, but in terms of its evaluation, being such a fairly high market cap token that doesn't have liquidity provision, to me seemed like an overvaluation, even though they have other really cool products. But the fact that they are going to bring in liquidity provision now makes me go, holy shit, JUP to $5. Because now it is actually not just on par with the likes of SushiSwap, it's now on par with the likes of Uniswap, plus it does extra shit. It's got the launchpad, it does perp swaps. I reckon it's a beast. JUP to $5 easy.
Can you do pre-sale, meme.com pre-sale on the launchpad?
I mean, if they win
What do
the
you mean?
vote, I suppose they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get past the
I don't
vote.
know how they run. Yeah, I guess that's up for the teams who launch with. I don't even know how that. We haven't seen one yet, have we? Apart from like the test ones that JUP's done, we don't know how the launch process is going to work.
Yeah. Because like
Because
instead,
Zeus and Sharky are going to be the first.
Yeah.
yeah, because like we could have a program on that run on Sol. You send that to the program, and then the meme coin is distributed via the program directly instead of a tweet, right? And then you make trustless stuff on
Let's go through.
JUP to 10. I tested.
Drew does make a
Let's
good
go
point.
through.
Drew does make a good point. I was being conservative there, just in case the feds were watching.
Yeah.
In case
Pengzu, if TVL is 12% market cap, so yeah, most don't actually use the chain. Yeah, so basically they're buying on Coinbase, they never touch it, and that's it.
Yep, they just hold it
amazing.
on an exchange, or maybe they transfer it to wallet. They never use it. They don't actively participate in DeFi or lending or anything.
Shit. That's
So, I mean,
it would cost $300 to set up
True.
a liquidity pool.
Yeah.
No one's doing that shit.
yeah, so but
people
yeah.
are, but yeah, it's terrible.
But basically, people are buying crypto like they buy shares. They never leave their Revolut account or Coinbase or whatever, and they don't go further than that. They buy like Dogecoin because they think Dogecoin is going to $5, and that's it.
pretty
Like, do your own research. Stop there.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it.
Fuck.
Did Coinbase release Base yesterday or sometime this week?
Base has been going for a while.
this has been up, yeah.
What happened with it yesterday? I didn't.
I
read.
think fees got really high, and then everyone said, it's just as broken as everything else.
Yeah. Got really congested.
Like the whole idea of all these layer twos is to sort of scale up the ability to do more transactions at a cheaper speed. More transactions at a cheaper price on Ethereum. So they've, I don't know how many layer twos there are now. It's ridiculous, but Base is another big one. But then as soon as it got congested or got a lot of traffic, fees went through the roof, and everyone's like, "This is the same as fucking Ethereum." It's like, they're all pretty much the same thing.
But it's
They're all
a
broken.
right? It's not a feature.
My favorite quote. Somebody was commenting on Base, and somebody said, "I'm not touching that Fed coin."
Fedcoin.
Because obviously Coinbase is publicly traded, so
Yeah.
Base is probably pretty highly scrutinized.
it can be used by Coinbase to say, oh, look, investors, no, we are like a Web3 decentralized company. So we are like future proof. And see, we have Base. So if Base catch up with Ethereum, then you will all become like billionaires. So buy my coin share, please. Thank you. That I can see the meeting in that corporate building, you know, at the 65 floor, and then like 5 guys in a suit. Yes, that's floor, because the other one doesn't exist. And like they say, oh yeah, let's launch a layer 2 because layer 2 is hype. And then they do that, and then they crash after there is like 5 base users. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, view to 50 cents.
The point is, JUP to $10 apparently, and bullish
let's
B2.
go, Drew.
Although it is a bit odd because I'm pretty sure Meteora is owned by Jupiter and they already do liquidity provision. So I know they're going to have two brands doing the same thing. I don't know. Still bullish on JUP for that.
Yeah. I mean, somebody just asked the question: who actually uses BTC to do anything on chain? Node monkeys, ordinals flipped Bored Ape this week, so somebody's doing something. But ordinals are the big hype thing.
You can do lots of things with Bitcoin other than buy and hold. You can also sell, and you can also send it.
You can also buy an ordinal on it, apparently.
And
in
you can
3 to 5 business days, you'll get your ordinal in your wallet.
That's terrible. I don't know why. I still don't get it anyway.
I just want to credit V. That was such a smooth segue. That was so clean. I like that. Very well done.
The Bitcoin has like the buzz, like not the buzz, the Lightning Network. Like things are not the problem anymore, right?
No one uses it.
Okay, let's go.
And I'm pretty sure no one's figured out how to get Bitcoin back off the Lightning Network. I might be wrong, but I remember back in the day, you could put your Bitcoin onto the Lightning Network, but it was so experimental that you couldn't get it back off. So you were stuck on the Lightning Network. So I don't know.
It sounds like Vittler's DGods that he has on flooring protocol. Did you get them off yet?
Oh, yes. Oh, I have to make a video about that because that's I'm so freaking stupid. So remember last week I was saying like, I can't even fucking sign off the transaction, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I was not signing on the correct ledger.
You nothing.
That helps. It does make a difference.
Happens to the best of us, mate.
When I realized that, because I have some like colors on my ledger, like I have a sticky colors, so I have
got like
red
12
one.
wedges.
Okay, so I can't discuss security measure, but I got some of them.
10 DGods on each one.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
You keep 10 DGods on each one.
Basically. But But what is annoying is like the transaction is going to the ledger and you can sign the transaction and then it say transaction refused, like something is wrong. So I was talking to Polygon, to Phantom, and I was saying, like, your fucking wallet's not working. I can't even sign a transaction on ETH. I can't even export it, blah, blah, blah. I open a ticket on the Backpack Discord. I open a ticket on Flow Protocol. I say, I hate ETH. And then when I realized I was not on the right ledger, I closed everything.
You were like, just kidding. Close.
You need to go and open another ticket, ask them for their address, and send them a box of roses or flowers or some chocolate.
I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna say like a letter to all of the ETH Maxi.
Make a public apology video on Twitter.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, letter to all of the ETH Maxi.
The amount of times people are rude to you in tickets, it's like payback,
no, I never rude. I was never rude to anyone. I was rude to ETH. This is still shit. Even if I don't use the same ledger, this is shit.
That's the type of shit I do. Where the fuck is my money? Panics and then realizes I'm on the wrong network. Okay.
Okay. So that's the type of shit I do.
Devs forgetting dev stuff. Yeah. First check the hardware.
Yeah, exactly.
Vicky made the most profits on ordinals last month. I mean, ordinals are popping. I just don't. I just
still
don't
can't play
want to
it.
do
Still
it.
don't get it.
I just don't want to do it, to be honest. I bought
I
two
think
just
all this
to.
stuff in the ordinal space is just like a grift at the moment.
Yeah,
It's
I agree. I mean, bear marketers are teleburning to BTC. A lot of them.
Are they?
I think they're like 12 now. Yeah, and
All of
they
them,
were
they're
trying
12.
to, huh?
All of them, and there's 12 bear.
Hey, has
They're only at 100 bears in total.
Oh.
has Enigma gone back again?
What do you mean?
Remember how
Enigma
Enigma went from Solana to ordinals because of all the hype, and then everyone's like, you fucking traders, blah blah blah, and then ordinals went to shit, so they came back to Solana. Everyone's like, nah, you made your bed, fucker, we don't want you back. Now the ordinals are popping off again. I wonder if they're going to go back again. Just chasing
Probably.
that.
I
Chasing the
haven't actually
volume.
seen
Well, I
anything
mean,
from them since last year, to be honest.
Nah, they're full flop.
Yeah.
They're a good one anyway. I was just curious. I haven't seen anything from them. But
Yeah.
Full circle.
No, so yeah, as I was saying, there are about 12 BTC bears, and they were talking to me about it, and I don't know, man. I mean, bears are illiquid enough without going to BTC.
Yeah. Can I have
As
the
far
same
as I'm
species?
concerned, I still get enough out of having one on Solana.
Yeah.
But I mean, I bought 2 ordinals that went
Yeah.
nowhere, but I bought 2 just to experience it.
Yeah.
My one of one DAO, they all went into Node Monkeys, so sad about that because I was asleep at the time, and by the time I woke up, it was way too high. But not that I'm convinced I would have gone into it because I just don't really believe in it.
Nah,
Yeah.
a few of
feel
the
like-
Aussie boys are in it, and they've got a few of the boys have got a bunch of the OMBs. They're big OMB fans. I still don't get it. I still look at them and just cringe and think it's the worst thing I've ever seen, boys. But whatever. And hashlings,
Like, I think it's because like the ordinal ecosystem is not as developed as Solana or ETH. So we don't have loans, we don't have like liquidity and shit. So you can sell. So when you can sell, so price go up. Like the more developed, like financially we are on Sol, the more price go down. So please stop with the DeFi application on NFT. Stop that shit. Send our NFT back to 100,000 Sol because we need price to go up, and stop NFTify, please. No more loans. No more fractionalization.
That's not the only problem, though. Like it's also a dilution thing. When something's cool and then all of a sudden you make 50 million copies of it, then you're just fracturing liquidity.
Yeah, but provenance. Like, and Vicky, by the way, I just want to say that, like, most profit I made last month was from ordinals. The most profit you're gonna make next month or next quarter will be with Decod3rs. That's what I want to say. Next topic.
Well, I was going to say, how do you feel about hybrid NFTs and Vincent with what they're trying to do?
It's cool. Hybrid NFTs means like NFT plus coin, right?
What was that?
NFT what?
NFT and coins, like
sort of. So you can represent X amount of tokens as an NFT. So you can let's say take 100,000 tokens, turn it into an NFT, trade the NFT, and then you can unwrap it back into the tokens.
What's the difference with fractionalization?
Well, so we've already had that, right? We've had fractionalization. There's been the Ovals did it. I know there's another platform called Pixels. There's been a couple other platforms that did it. Yeah, because I remember we did it with Lifinity Flares. You could fractionalize a Lifinity Flare, lock it up in this vault, get a bunch of tokens, and then you could actually LP the tokens, or you could use those tokens to purchase a different Lifinity. So that was kind of cool. We've already got that technology. This is different, right? Because it's actually, instead of an NFT being fractionalized into tokens, you've got tokens that are being defractionalized. It's like the opposite way, but or no, vice versa. But the interesting thing is it creates this interesting market where you've got an illiquid market and a liquid market for technically the same asset, right? So you've got a liquid market, which is the token, and then an illiquid market, which is the NFT. So what that does is it creates an arbitrage because people convert their tokens into an NFT, it becomes illiquid, right? So let's say you've got 100 million tokens liquid that is worth $100. But if you convert that into an NFT, maybe that's trading at $200. So that way you can grab your 100 million or $100 worth of tokens, convert it into an NFT and sell it for 200. Or if it's the other way around, it might actually be beneficial to purchase an NFT and then unwrap it and sell the tokens. So it does create this arbitrage, which is really interesting.
I don't believe the spread will be as high as that because
Well,
if that, like
they have been.
it has been okay.
Because so here's what happens, Vince. People convert into an NFT and put it up for list it for sale, right? So let's say you buy. I'm going to use an example of $1,000. You purchase $1,000 worth of tokens. That turns into an NFT. You list that NFT for $1,000. All right. Overnight, the token pumps, and it's now cheaper to purchase your NFT and unwrap it than it is to purchase tokens off the market because you have forgot to take them down your listing. So that it actually does create a lot of arbitrage because you've got listings of an NFT that's stagnant, and then you're pumping and dumping the price of the token, which constantly creates arbitrage between the two markets. So it's actually really cool.
Okay. I think the other point I'd add to this, because this is a conversation I had with Pengzu earlier, and he made a really interesting point, is that there is fundamentally a difference between an NFT collection existing and you've got a third party elsewhere providing the fractionalization service. There's a difference between that and that fractionalization being inherent within the token contract as well. So in terms of that allows the project itself to do, it lends legitimacy to that fractionalization as well. It gives them a platform to potentially build their own liquidity or DeFi infrastructure around that too. He made an interesting point about what it lends itself to rarity as well. So there's a few little bits and bobs in there too that I think are interesting. I think the hard thing for me right now is obviously it's a new shiny thing that everyone's sort of looking at too. Yeah. So we've got to wait for that to settle and then let the technology do it.
You're going to see dumb shit, grift scams, absolute useless crap. Yeah. They're going to utilize the tech, pump and dump it. I think it's cool, but we're going to see a wave of absolute dog shit. That'll probably go up and down. People will make money off it, but I don't think we'll see anything legitimately built off it for a while yet.
But like, okay, so what's the difference between us having like decoders plus use token when, for example, on Sniper, I can have like, you can buy the collection for views, you know, like as soon as we have the LP. We don't have the LP yet, but yeah, stay tuned. Like, you can already have the arbitrage opportunity, in a way. Because, because, for example, even the CNFTs, faster, smaller, cheaper, whatever, still not the whole ecosystem didn't shift to CNFTs everywhere. So, I don't know, man. Like, it's an infrastructure stuff. Like, same thing for Asset Dash. They're going to like the WNS protocol, which is like a new protocol for NFTs and stuff. It's better because extension, etc., etc. Like, the migration is still huge, like to get all of the NFTs to jump into WNS and have technical features.
This is the thing. I don't think you're going to see everyone do this. I think there will be certain cases where hybrid DeFi makes sense for a certain project, for whatever it is they're doing.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that every project should do it. And it doesn't mean that every 16-year-old stoner should try and come up with some stupid idea to use it.
Yeah.
I think someone smart will come up with an idea and say, hey, this would actually be perfect to do what we wanted to do. This is the perfect tech for it. Therefore, we've got really good use cases. So I think the technology is awesome. And I think someone's going to develop really cool shit with it. But I'm going to say for the next 6 months, we're going to see absolute stupid pump and dump groups.
So we need... Now go for it.
Sorry, go on. I was just going to say that's pretty typical of almost anything new that comes along, right? We've seen it in NFTs as well, where all these things start popping out of the woods. Most of it's dog shit. Most of it goes to zero. As the dust settles, small legitimate stuff starts to come through. Actual applications of that technology start to come through a bit more too.
Yeah.
Like I've had this conversation with Donnie a few times where, you know, most NFT projects are complete dog shit, but the actual tech and what it can be used for is something that really, really interests him as well.
Yeah.
So there's that. It's all natural cycles.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically we need another Frank that's going to start like the hybrid DeFi trend, and then project number 2 will be okay hybrid, and then that will crash everything, and then and then we will have like tripping hybrid that will create IRL event on hybrid IRL event, and then we will have like DAO hybrid DAO that will create like meme coins every week, but there will be hybrid.
As much as I'd say that, like, if you saw any current project all of a sudden jump on the meta of hybrid DeFi, I'd be bearish as all hell. But at the same time, I also feel like there's probably going to be a project out there that's going to look at that and go, "Oh, that is what we needed that to do this. We'll do it, and it will make sense." So yeah, look, I'm bullish on the technology, bearish on the next list of projects that come out from it.
Bro, like hybrid SLERF is like you burn only 5 mil.
You would only be allowed to do that if the SLERF guy approves it. Otherwise, stealing his IP, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably get a shirt for it as well. Didn't I see something like Frank tweeted? Things like hybrid DeFi is interesting or something like that.
Yeah.
So everyone this assumption that DeFi is bridging back to Sol, but as hybrid NFTs.
I know the Sniper boys have been right under it. We had Jared in Skribr the other week to give us a good rundown on it. He gave us a really good explanation of how it worked and how Sniper's been sort of leading the charge there with a lot of the technology. And I think on that subject, V, that was one of your other points you had. Sniper launching the first Token 22 launchpad. So those guys are right onto it. Really smart dudes. They're building some cool stuff. But then, I think we saw Frank said something like hybrid DeFi is going to be the next thing to pop off or something. And then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, hybrid DeFi. Everyone's like, those are the biggest bunch of fucking sheep I've ever seen.
Lemmings.
Lemmings, that's the one. I love Frank, but like, Jesus Christ.
Edima asked this question twice, and he paid $2 to like 1 hour ago. So let's ask the question.
Next big coin to be able to look around.
Not the person that asked. That's for you.
SLERF is the only meme coin on my radar right now. No, I will say I don't know shit about it, but Peng has been an absolute beast for me over the last week. It was a token I got airdropped. It was another token. So this is a funny story. I was doing a little lesson for someone teaching about liquidity pools, and we're scrolling through Orca, and I was like, oh yeah, take this one for example. It's got really high APY. Let's set up a pool. And it was Peng. I set up a pool for it as an example, forgot all about it, came back the next day. This thing absolutely printed. I'm like, well, I guess I'm a Peng maxi right now. So I've been going ham on this thing for weeks, and it's been printing. So check out Peng. It's been doing pretty consistent volume. SLERF, obviously, this thing's cemented in history as being the funniest meme I've ever fucking seen. So SLERF's going to be it. Nothing else really tickles my fancy at all. I think they're all done and dusted. That's all.
Pink. I can't even find pink. Like, is that BlackRock? Larry Pink? No, it's not that.
Huh? Are you trying to say
Peng, isn't it?
P-E-N-G.
P-E-N-G. Okay,
I'm just disappointed that Pengzo wasn't the one behind the Peng token. That was
maybe he was. Maybe it's a big psyop.
Yeah, maybe it's a big psyop.
He's just trying to pump his bag through his pudgies.
P-E-N-G?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Okay, so volume 3,800 bucks, 400. I don't think that's that.
I think you're on the wrong one.
Yeah, you're on the wrong one. It's been doing some pretty big numbers. What are you on, Peng?
But I can.
Yeah, we're all logging into Photon now, aren't we?
Yeah. Current volume's 14 mil. Nearly 2.5 mil in TVL, 14.16 million 24-hour volume. It's had like a big pump and dump, like as in it got to $2.16. It's currently sitting about 70 cents, but it's still like I've been doing liquidity provision, and it's just been pumping out ridiculous, getting anywhere from 5 to 12% a day.
Okay. Can you send the link in the chat? Please.
You want the link to the contract address?
Yes, please. So we can give Edima.
How do I chat in the chat? I can do it in the private chat.
Private, yeah, private.
Yeah, private chat.
There you go. There you go. What I really did is I just sent you my wallet address, and hopefully you just send.
Oh, I was saying, okay. I'm stupid.
Speaking of that, do you remember Voshi, who did the greed experiment last year?
Yes. Yeah.
So he came out recently at he's being like, we're actually doing greed this time. We're actually doing greed this time. And then he put up he said there's only one greed, and he put up the contract address for the token.
Yeah.
And some motherfuckers are sending the contract address to their soul. Like, it's just...
That's law. I've never did that. I actually shit myself because I saw it, and like you, Leeway, I had a good chuckle. I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. And I liked his post, all right? And this is so weird. When I liked his post, my Twitter just went blank, and it said, we've suspected suspicious behavior. You need to verify your account. And I'm like, did I just fall for the greed scam? Like, did he tweak his Twitter so that when I pressed my like, I fell for the scam?
What the fuck?
No, but
that would be,
I don't know.
That would be pretty next level.
It was. That's why I was like, man, this Washi dude's all over it. Like, he's clever.
Because
it turns out I just had to like confirm some stuff, and I was good to go. Yeah. It was just like real weird timing.
Yeah, the timing of it's unnerving. Because he did a presentation at Breakpoint last year about it, and it was so funny reliving it. Curious to see how far he goes with it this time, because I think enough people are sort of like, oh, here we go again. We know what this is, but I wonder how many new people will.
There's plenty of newbies who will not have a clue.
Well, evidently with the contract address sending their soul.
That was insane.
If there would be a project that creates original marketplace with similar reward system like Blur or Tensor, would you be bullish?
Isn't Magic Eden already doing it?
Yeah, there's Magic Diamonds.
Yeah, they do the diamonds, which will convert the NFT token for the NFT DAO.
Yeah.
And you can already sell your Magic Eden diamonds on whale markets as well.
In the city.
They're not worth much, but I think 10,000 tokens, about $1,000. I've done a couple of sales already.
What?
Wait, actually? I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I sold 10,000 tokens for $1,000. 10,000 diamonds for $1,000. I sold 2 lots of them already. I got a fair few diamonds. I think I got about 60,000 diamonds.
I need to definitely look into this.
I need to sell mine fast.
Mm-hmm.
You got 150 or something, 150,000 or something.
Yeah, I reckon. I'm pretty sure I saw Carlos had a shit ton as well.
Yeah,
Carlos has spent some bucks on that.
He's done bad, bro. Okay. When you look at his wallet, that's sorry, Carlos.
Well, when the time comes for the NFT token, I hope it makes up for.
Hopefully he makes bank off the diamonds.
He's supported a lot of projects in his time with not much return, unfortunately. So
that was the thing that always pissed me off. I used to say to him all the time, like, why are you wasting money supporting these? And none of them will ever support you back. You'll drop 20 grand buying someone's floor, pumping it. They'll cheer for you for a week, and then that's it.
For one tweet, bro. You're going to make a tweet, they're going to rally below the tweet, and then never going to see him again.
They don't go buy his floors or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Why waste your money?
Thankless job.
Yeah. I have to, because right now Maverick are a good price. So yeah. But do you see the NFTs market coming back soon? Next year?
Yeah.
Well, it'll have its time.
Yeah.
Is it really time to buy the blood?
Well, we had that conversation today in our NFT chat. It feels like some collections are bottoming. We were looking at the OGs, right? We're looking at DAA, 5 Sol,
DAA,
Fox, 5 or 6 Sol, SMB's down to 20 something, Koyo's at 17. I'm like, man, it wouldn't be a bad place to throw a few Sol at some of these things, even if they go down a little bit further, because surely these are going to be more than what they are now. In if we do see a little capital rotation, the only thing is, I think we're in that stage of the market where there is a very heavy correlation between NFTs and their base value of Sol. So as we see Sol volatile, which is correlated to Bitcoin being volatile, we're going to see NFTs just cop it both ways. So if Sol pumps, NFTs go down. If Sol dumps, NFTs go down.
Yeah.
So they're going to get hammered in this volatility. It's only going to be when things are stable that people are going to go, Where's the yield at? Oh, let's buy NFTs. They're cheap.
But that's why, like, yeah, if you have like NFTs with a token, then you can get the token, sell the token, buy more NFTs, get more tokens, sell the token, blah, blah, blah. That's what I like.
Assuming the token's worth anything meaningful, though.
Yeah, most projects have had a tricky time trying to make their token worth anything.
Shh.
I'm just saying, it's a hard job.
It's hard, but yeah, it's possible. We need a catalyst, though, to have certain NFT collections start in March.
Could the catalyst be me sweeping floors?
Yeah.
Like if I just start sweeping floors and we start seeing some green candles, could that trigger a bull market?
Yeah.
Because I'll get my paintbrush out, bro, and I'll start painting some fucking green candles.
You can start now, bro.
Decod3rs is higher than Bankman.
Oh,
I haven't heard that for a long time. What's Bankman up to these days?
Bankman is at 0.12. Last time I checked, it might be lower now.
What have they been? What have they been doing? I haven't heard much from him.
The last thing I heard, because he's in one of my chats, is that they were doing a raffle for a luxury watch worth $500.
A luxury watch worth $500?
What? What's that kind of luxury?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's not a luxury watch.
Well,
that's a watch.
I don't want to say anything any further. I gave you the information I was given, and you can surmise what you'd like from that information.
We're such watch snobs.
Yeah, it's not a luxury watch. Okay. Is shit. What's his name? Fuck, why have I gone blank? Bell Studios. What's his name?
Ryder.
Oh, Ryder.
Ryder. Is he still working with them?
I don't know. I know. All I know is that one guy I know posted the chart with it down at 0.12 yesterday, or the day before, and said, "Just remember all the people who were shilling you this project."
But
I mean, you
he had some fuzz, right? Yeah, he had some bad fuzz.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, I think it came from his history. The Titan dude, I'm pretty sure he.
But that didn't affect it. Everybody, that wasn't it. But the thing was, the reason that I didn't know about his history, the reason I didn't go in was because they were doing 5 or 6 different things instead of one thing well. The other thing was that it was supposed to be like a country club membership, and they were going to be having all of these IRL events.
Yeah.
They pre-sailed for like 2 or 3 months. Like there were just too many red flags beyond him being involved in the project that he was actually the least of my worries at the end of the day. But it was just
it felt like a bit of a nothing burger to me. Like you said, trying to do a bit of everything, but it was copy paste.
And then it was they were a lending protocol as well, but apparently. Like some people knew that they were going to be a lending protocol. Some people knew that they were going to be a country club IRL events thing. And a lot of people didn't know that they were going to be both because I guess they were advertising to different people depending on the market. And then the lending protocol part of it apparently was just a white label Sharky.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it
felt like. Basically a copy pasta.
It looked very much like Sharky, but just with a few tweaks to make it a bit more user friendly.
Yeah, no, it was a new
They
skin.
they promoted it as like being like the duck's guts. But yeah, from my understanding and talking with Ryder, I think the country club was like their mission, like that was what the project was going to be centered around. But then they had these other products to fund that operation. But whether or not those, like what we've seen in most of these projects is these little products that people build in this Web3 space, none of them make money. Like as in the product there's not enough customers here to use any of these products to generate any sort of revenue.
I mean, Raffles, Monet, and Famous Fox, and whoever else is the other third person in line are doing a great job. So if you suddenly bring up a raffler, it's like all you're doing is fragmenting what's already there, and you're probably not as good as these people who've been out for 2, 3, 4 years now.
Same as the lending thing.
Yeah, same as the lending thing.
What's Famous Fox's one? Citrus.
Citrus.
You got banks. You know, we didn't need another one. There was no room for another one. Like, they're already fighting over liquidity.
Exactly. And I mean, to be honest with you, like I would say that Citrus is one of like Famous Fox's like probably weakest products. In my opinion, I don't love Citrus. I tried it because I wanted to see how it worked, but you know, I would never loan on Citrus again after the first one.
Skribr boys, we were pretty heavy into NFT lending during the, I guess you could say, when there was volume and liquidity in the NFT space. We were pretty heavy on lending. And most of us use a combination of Sharky and Citrus. Citrus had a couple of really cool features, but what we found is the lack of liquidity. So you could sit there with orders waiting to get filled for ages. You might as well just go chuck it on Sharky. At least you get a fill. So cool features, but no volume.
And I mean, Banks, when it was, what was Banks before it was Banks? Fract.
Yeah.
I liked Fract because you didn't have to invest in a whole NFT.
It was a basket.
You could just put money in a bucket. So that worked for a while for me, but like,
just low yields, better ways to make money.
And stop NFT liquid, so price can go up. So people can sell.
So we are pretty much way over the time. But do you want to do bearish or bullish or wrap
Of course we do. That's like the best part of the show.
It'd be wrong not to.
Okay, it's the best part of the show. I like that. Okay, so SLERF, bearish or bullish?
Bullish on the token,
bullish on the meme. That's gonna die next week, but whatever.
I mean, I'm bearish because I didn't make any money off of it, I guess. But
I'm gonna abstain because my personal opinions shouldn't influence what it does. So
that's okay. It should be fine.
I don't think that you're gonna tank it or pump it either way with your opinion.
I worded that wrong. What was it gonna be? It's just not my thing. Not my fucking bullish.
But bro, like Web3 is not our thing neither, and we have like we talk about it all the time.
That's true. We are.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. JUP.
Bullish. Send it to $10.
Except when they like bank out pre-sellers.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, don't do that.
What did they do?
They give money back to pre-sellers.
Oh yeah. Bonk.
Bullish.
Bullish. Yeah. IQ 50. Now, most people didn't get IQ 50 or didn't know what it was, but it was what was gifted to Saga 2 pre-sellers the other day. I mean, I'm kind of neutral on it because it just showed up in my wallet, and I didn't sell it at the ATH. So, but it is going back up a little bit.
Hope people get access to the coin if they don't have the phone yet, and it's gonna be delivered in 2035.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you didn't hear me when I said it. We got like a CNFT
outside of the phone.
They sent us a CNFT as proof of payment.
Think of it like a receipt for price.
Okay. So in your Phantom that you paid for the phone, you have the soul bind.
It's like a free airdrop. You're getting an airdrop.
Okay. Yeah, because the fun is coming.
Yeah. It's like a little it's a little 2 with a Solana color ring around it. It's cute. But yeah, that's how they know, and that's how they can airdrop you.
Okay.
But most of the airdrops for Saga 2 are going to people who are playing the referral game. They're incentivizing referrals. I just don't know who they're referring to at this point.
Themselves to the cabal.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm always bullish for free money. It just meant this money showed up in my wallet. So I would say IQ 50, even though I didn't sell it at ATH. I still have like, I think 70 or 90 bucks sitting there right now. So I'm bullish. This one is kind of obscure, but Mumu the Bull.
I scored on Mumu.
Never forgetting all of it.
I don't even know what collections I got it from, but collectively I got like $800 worth of Mumu. So I've done quite well off that doing liquidity provision as well. So I'd like to say I'm bullish on Mumu, but I have no idea what it is or what it does. I've just made a lot of money off it. So
I can't even say the next one.
BasketFi?
Oh, Vpiphany.
Bearish.
Completely bearish. I had a terrible experience in their ticketing system. The person who answers the tickets is mad rude.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can
Oh,
clip
I
that
remember
and put that on the internet so that they can see. Thanks.
Okay. Is that Jazz?
They
That was for you.
did a,
No, it wasn't Chaz.
They did
Chaz
a
is
vested-
actually very polite until you piss him off.
Yeah, and then you get Rabbit.
They did a vested airdrop of like $10. So every week you get to claim like 80 cents worth or something like that.
Oh, okay, was it?
Yeah,
It's like
30-day vesting.
Pink Finance.
They're acting like they have other plans, but I don't think, from speaking to the person, I don't think they have any other plans.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Spider took a huge hit this week, but Spider, bearish or
What are
bullish?
they even doing? Were they building a swap platform or something? I'm bearish.
It's a swap platform. There's web staking. There's rewards. Not just Spider. I was very bullish on it. I mean, it took a huge hit this week, but I think it's because, if you're not doing something or announcing something every week in this space, like people just get bored and pull liquidity really quickly. As well as I think a lot of people pulled liquidity to get into
buy SLERF.
to buy SLERF and other such things, So I'm still, hi Phil. I'm still bullish on them, but I have to do some more reading and see what they're up to next. The interface, they changed the interface and it's better. It was a little bit clunky before, so I'm happy for that. But they're still building it out.
How do you compete with JUP?
Yeah, I just don't think we need one.
Yeah, I don't know that they are. I don't think they're trying to necessarily. But yeah, that is the pain point there. How do you compare?
I mean, like Magic Eden created a wallet when Phantom is whatever. Yeah.
Okay, we all know how you feel about this wallet. But what's it? What was it the other day? I saw. Is it MarginFi? I think it's MarginFi. You get 5% more if you use the backpack wallet. I was like, that's a good incentive. I was like, where is my backpack wallet? I don't even know where it is anymore.
And so too. Yeah.
Can we just put our private key in the backpack wallet and then log in with the backpack wallet?
Yeah, just to use the wallet.
That's gonna do that. Get a booster.
Yeah.
Boost it to the finish line to see.
Although remember, never forget slope. Never forget that. I get a little bit antsy about that. But anyways,
they were the ones that got caught in. Oh, sorry.
What?
Yeah, everyone got rugged.
Yeah.
No, they got caught in the Voshi's greed thing as well. Their Twitter got taken.
They did too. That was after they had fucking lost everyone's money.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Sorry, V.
No problem. Gecko.
Okay.
I like the Gecko.
Bullish on Gecko.
I'm holding a lot of it, but they're not really doing very much right now. But I think that they have a long-term plan.
I think what's going to happen is like all the attention's on the Flash things right now, right? But none of them have any sort of staying power. So they will eventually be nothing. Gecko will always have staying power. Even though it's not the official token of the NFT, it's well supported by Genuine and the rest of the Gecko community. So I think Gecko has staying power. Once all the other memes have disappeared, Gecko will stay here. So I'm bullish on Gecko.
Can you make the introduction to the Gecko team so I can have them on the channel?
Genuine's a really good dude.
Yeah, if you just reach out to them in their Discord, they're usually
he's fun.
Trap's one of the D Aussie boys as well.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually get a hold of Trap a few times. Trap's a really good dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Can you create the group chat? So
I shall, sir.
It's powerful. Thank you.
I had them in DMs before. I didn't realize you wanted them. Anyway, GMRX.
Slide into DMs, V. GM, I said just slide into Genuine's DMs.
I'm mostly in Mary's DMs. She doesn't answer me, but
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
Well, she's Trinidadian, so I was like trying to start a Caribbean Web3 girl style. And she was traveling. Like I said, hey, I've sent you a DM like just on the timeline, and she was like, oh, I'm traveling. I'll get back to it. But of course, Twitter DMs just they're a hot mess. Like I found
Fall
some
by the
DMs
wayside.
people sent me like 4 weeks ago. The other day, I was like, sorry.
She's the OG Gecko onboarder liaison. She's awesome.
Yeah. No, I will get in touch with her eventually, but I haven't yet.
GMRX.
But yeah, no, I think I've been in Genuine's DMs for something else. And yeah, he always responds.
Ooh. Something else.
Yeah.
Little some.
A little something. Come on. GMRX.
Yeah, kind of bullish. So we had
That's Gaiman, right?
Gaiman.
Yeah.
Oh, gaming. Oh, yeah. What is it about? Pitch it to me.
His name now. An Aussie bloke, Blake. That's the one.
Blake.
We had Blake on a while ago, telling us all about Gaiman, and we had a good play around with it, and it's kind of cool. It's very render like. It's very similar to render. Is that their token? Is it already out?
Damn, that
What the
wick
fuck
is
happened?
crazy.
I didn't realize it was already out. I should have a ton of that because I was mining it on their platform for a while.
Yeah, people are farming gaming. There are 3 that people are farming at the moment. Hold on.
So I think this is an interesting one that I don't think a lot of people really realize, because you've got all these tokens. Everyone just assumes that it's another bunch of 16-year-old dickheads. But Gaiman, from memory, when we're talking to Blake, is owned by quite a very successful Web2 entrepreneur who has been in the gaming space and has a lot of connections. And I think it has potential to be quite a large business. So I'm kind of quietly bullish on GMRX in saying that I don't know a ton about their tokenomics and how it's going to be used in their ecosystem. But I'm bullish on their business, which is GPU sharing attached with gaming and streaming and all sorts of stuff.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
But maybe it's
In
not
a
gen
group
enough.
where they're farming block game GMRX and Param. Like those are the hot ones to farm on the timeline. But I can't get into the retweet and like posting about it. It just isn't genuine or for me.
No.
But
Could use
maybe
null, I guess.
maybe Pengzu can do like a 500 word analysis for gaming and then spot it on Skribr, and then we can all read, and then that's it. We can all catch up.
Pengzu do a what?
Write an article about gaming.
Could have sworn we already had one.
Oh, we
I
have
think
one?
we did.
We do.
I think you might have done it actually, Leeway. Did you do a project?
I think it was Phil.
Oh, did he?
Oh no, Hyperatomic.
Drop it in the chat, bro.
Yeah, that's probably worth doing. Drop
That's
it in
true.
Yeah, true.
full project review.
Doesn't do.
Well, it's not on GMRX. It's on Game and the NFT.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. But when you pre-saled gaming the NFT, didn't you get the same quantity what they valued GMRX at the time? Yeah, I think it was like you bought the pre-sale for 1.5. You were going to get 1.5 souls worth of GMRX.
That sounds about right. And you could also pre-mine GMRX. So you download their platform, which is like a streaming platform type thing, and you could watch people play games of like Dota and stuff like that, and you would earn GMRX whilst watching them play. And you could also denote your GPU power to Gaiman whilst your computer is idle, and also earn GMRX and USDC at the same time. So that's what we were doing. And they had a referral system as well. So you could send your referral link out. Anybody else who started mining GMRX, you get a percentage
Thanks
of it.
for the referral there, Donnie.
Oh, sorry, V. I'll hook you up, promise. But yeah, so if you've got a decent GPU, you can do that. And when Blake explained it to us, it's like, it does have huge potential as they build out their marketplace. And so their job is to work on the deal flow to find companies to purchase GPU power off them. And then everyone who's supplying GPU power to Gaiman will then get essentially a percentage of that, if that makes sense. So yes, potentially make a bit of money.
Nice. I will say for me, you've kind of made me a little bit more bullish, but I was kind of bearish on gaming. for a number of reasons. But they've been the most successful of all of those ones that I was super bearish on, like
They held their floor price.
Bankman, Titan, not Titan, sorry, Bankman and Titan, Bankman, Teddy's,
Samba?
Crypto Undeads.
Oh, Samba take a hit.
Yeah.
Which one? Sambar, yeah,
Sambar,
that's
yeah.
0.5 last time I looked. I wasn't bearish on them. I just didn't think that what they were doing, A, required an NFT, or B,
That.
yeah, it didn't require an NFT, so that was weird. And
That
then
was a
I
big-
also think that it's too early to automate what they're doing. I think people still want somewhat of a personal touch there, you know.
Yeah.
So so I think, yeah. Anyways, that's just my opinion.
I don't know. I did beta testing on their platform, and I can say it's pretty decent. And Buckets is a pretty good dude. There's some really cool features.
And he pushed it back because he didn't think it was ready or something. At
Yeah,
one stage.
he had good intentions.
Yeah.
But I personally said to him, like, he was asking me for feedback. I said, your platform's fucking amazing. I love it. I'm probably going to use it. But I still don't get the NFT. I wish you weren't doing the NFT. Like,
But it's
I
a SaaS.
came to his face. I said, bro, don't do your NFT. Launch
Instead
the
of
product.
paying
Find a VC to back you. Get someone to jump in with private equity. Purchase give you some money to help build out or de-risk the build out of the platform, and then just fucking push marketing and get users and keep all the money to yourself. Don't try and do an NFT. It's going to destroy
But there
you.
is already 10,000 platform when you can, like Fiverr. Like it's a Fiverr for Web3, right? And plus, like you have TopTal, you have Fiverr, etc., etc. But if you have a Web3 SaaS product, then it can be that a little leverage that you can actionate, like a trigger to be a differentiator. And
It does have some cooler features though. Like it does have escrow servicing using crypto payments, invoicing. It is a Web3 version of Fiverr. But the other thing is, you go on Fiverr and you get a whole bunch of just scammers and useless.
That's why, but that's why then
like Web3 centric people.
Exactly. So, and you take like the TopTal approach where you only like have the top 1% talent in your industry. Because then you will have like 10 talents that you have to manage, but they will serve the whole industry, and then you create FOMO, and like it's a Tesla, like you have like the high price car, and then you resell like to a lower market. But if you have like 10 mods that go into like every fucking Discord server and they get paid via your Web3 platform, then you can make a bank. You know?
Yeah. It has potential to be a good money making product on autopilot. But
they need 100% of the market because the market is small. So I was talking about that with Clouds because he's modding like a couple of Discord servers, and he's like the perfect candidate for that kind of platform, because if like Bucket can bring in business, then it makes sense to be on the platform.
Yeah. But do you need an NFT to do that?
No. I know we had them on for Shill and Grill and had this exact
conversation. NFT? Is it token gating the platform?
No, but because you don't want to. Like, why would you token gate? Like, imagine.
Yeah, no. I agree, but I'm just asking, what is the did he have a purpose in mind for it? Because the only one I can think of is token gating the platform. Which why would you want to token gate? Because you want as much business as you can get. Like token gating at this stage in the game, for most things, to me, doesn't work, because which is why like Skribr isn't token gated right now, because you want as many people in your Discord or in your server or looking at your shit as possible. So, because there's just not enough people.
Yeah. You'd only token gate if you want exclusivity.
No.
Not if you're trying to get customers in the door. You shouldn't be token gating anything.
Yeah, so, and you can't create exclusivity till you have a lot of people wanting your product, and then you can be like, no.
Then you make the levels and have exclusivity.
Yeah.
No, you take it top to bottom, not bottom to top. Like you take like one guy for every job, like one dev, one mod, one collab manager, and there are like taking 100% of the business via the platform. And then you have all of your network that has like all over project. Then it's a biz dev job, right? Like to sell those guys to all of the project that coming into the sun, and then like the top talent talking to talk to everyone in the Web3 ecosystem, and then you bring more talent and stuff like that.
I don't
Is that
think I
clear?
got all of that. No,
No?
not even a little bit.
Okay.
Start again and do it slower.
It's already 1 hour and 34 minutes. But okay. So you take your contractor platform top to bottom. So again, you have the top contractors, aka like one mod, like 2 mod, 3 mods, whatever. A limited number of mods, a limited number of dev, but they are the best in the industry. So you have like 10 talents. All of the projects are coming to your platform, and you play like a Fiverr, like you are the trust party of this marketplace for talent, and then and the project are your customers. That's it. And then like all of those talents will talk to other people to join the platform as talents. Then it's a talent agency,
Gotcha.
like Fiverr, but top to bottom. And then you
don't
don't build
like this lightning to Fiverr, because that's not top talent.
No, I know, but check Top Tal. It's like they accept 0.1% of developers, and then if you go to Top Tal, you know that you have the top developers in the world. So if you take that approach,
quality assurance.
Exactly. So like they do screen coding. Test themselves, then you can see the result of the test, etc., etc. You take that approach and you apply to Web3, because then you avoid all of the Fiverr scam shit. Than when you have like 100, I don't want to say nationalities on YouTube, but like those guys, and then you pay $50. You want to charge more because the industry is small. That's how I would have executed Fiverr.
I see what you're saying. The only thing I'd note, though, is 2 things. This is a generalization, and I know there's exceptions to this, but I've really begun to appreciate that the kind of, for the most part, a lot of the developers that end up in Web3, probably not the best developers out there. A lot of the best, those really top-tier developers, they're off working for other big companies as well. Yep. So realistically, what are you left with? And then also, even if you do get those people, who's paying that level of premium for that? Just the
legit projects
that are coming out. Yeah, but how many legit projects are there really that's going to last a decent
But
amount?
That's why you don't have like 100 contractors. You have like 10, 20, and then you scale like that. It's kind of a project that will scale like really, really slow and get this like FOMO triggers to like initiate that into the website. Like again, no one is like, there is no Web3 Fiverr that are legit right now, right? So there is something to do. And if you play the exclusivity club first, then there is something.
Cool. All right, I understand what you're saying now. Okay, guys, we have gone nearly 40 minutes over today, which is not my style because I like to keep it to an hour. But it was great. So if people in the chat,
do I get paid overtime? Do I get paid overtime?
Yeah, enjoy token.
1.5 of 0 is still 0, Donnie. So yes, absolutely.
I was waiting for Leeway to say, "You're getting paid."
Getting gyps here.
Yeah, I think that Vincent's answer will be, you get paid in love and appreciation.
Exactly.
That's good enough for me. I love that.
See, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, don't do it the way the Asians do it. The Asians do it like that. There you go.
That's what's it? Is that Blackpink? We were told it was Blackpink.
Koreans.
Yeah.
Of course, it's the Korean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But it's smart. It's clever. Once I finally got it down, it's super
so
clever.
hard to do.
Okay, so no, it's not that hard. No, it's not that. Oh my god. It's like that.
It's like teaching a child to write. Anyway.
Okay. While he practices that, thank you for joining us. If you haven't already, what's happening?
I'm practicing. You can close the show. I'm
Okay,
practicing.
yeah. If you haven't already, please subscribe to.
Oh yeah.
Please subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Please like and retweet this video. Please follow everybody on the panel. What else? What else we got?
Yes. We are on Kick. We are on Twitch now. So it's like we are everywhere basically now. And enjoy the multipliers because I'm going to reduce it after the show. So there is that. And also the integration of the DID. So every Decod holders, we have more multipliers and we're going to increase partnerships with other collections.
DID. Well, but is it DID or just for DGods or is it for
DGods, BTC DGods, youths. So I'm pushing that before the end of the week. I mean, because it's the last show of the week.
Multi-chain?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We are Decod friends. Different, we're different. So yeah, more integration like that we can target. It's gonna be cool.
Cool. Well, great. Can I wrap up the show now?
Yeah.
Or or would you like to say something else?
No, that's good.
Okay. Follow everybody. Follow the channel. Follow on Twitch and Kick and OnlyFans and whatever else we're on now. And have a great week, guys.
No worries, guys.
Bye. Thank you so much.